Harry Styles may seem effortlessly cool and wildly successful today, but long before the fame and adoration, his childhood was marked by heartbreak, anxiety, and growing up in a broken home. Stay tuned to Celebrity Childhoods as we take a closer look at Harry's early years and uncover how a sad, small-town boy found refuge in music and rose above it all to become a global superstar. Welcome back to Celebrity Childhoods. Today, we're looking at the early years of Harry Styles before One Direction, before the solo hits, and before he became a fashion icon. Harry Styles is one of the most beloved and influential pop stars in the world today. Known for his unique sense of style, his incredible voice, and his hits like Sign of the Times and Watermelon Sugar, Harry has captured the hearts of millions of fans. But before Harry was known as the modern pop icon we see today, he was just a small-town boy with big dreams. Let's take a look at the early life of Harry Styles and how he went from humble beginnings to becoming a global superstar. Harry Edward Styles was born on February 1st, 1994, in Worcestershire, England. His parents divorced when he was 7 years old, and he was raised primarily by his mother. Growing up in the small town of Holmes Chapel, Harry didn't come from a wealthy family. His mother was a nurse who worked hard to support Harry and his older sister. From a young age, Harry developed a love for music and began singing in school productions and talent shows. When Harry was just 4 years old, he was already singing around the house, influenced by his parents' eclectic taste in music. His mother often played her favorite records, and Harry would sing along with his sister, creating a bond over music that would stay with him for life. He was a happy and energetic child, known for his smile and natural ability to make people laugh, but it was his voice that truly set him apart. As he got older, Harry's love for music deepened. By the time he was 10 years old, he was already starting to perform at school talent shows and local events, often covering songs by artists like Elvis Presley and the Beatles. His family was incredibly supportive of his musical interests, and Harry began to develop his voice and stage presence. While he was still figuring out who he wanted to be, he knew music was his passion. His early performances at school were the first hints of the superstar that was to come, and friends and family could already see the spark of something special in him. His first major performance was with a band called White Eskimo, which was made up of his school friends. But it wasn't until Harry auditioned for the X Factor in 2010 that his life began to change. Harry's X Factor audition was a turning point in his life. At just 16 years old, he sang Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder, impressing the judges with his talent and charm. Although Harry was eliminated early on as a solo artist, Simon Cowell saw something special in him and decided to group him with 4 other boys: Niall Horan, Liam Payne, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik. This group became One Direction, and the rest is history. One Direction quickly became a global sensation, and Harry Styles was catapulted into stardom. The band's debut album, Up All Night, released in 2011, made a massive impact, and songs like What Makes You Beautiful became worldwide hits. Despite being just a teenager, Harry and his bandmates were thrust into the spotlight, dealing with the pressures of fame at a very young age. After One Direction went on hiatus in 2016, Harry began his journey as a solo artist. He released his self-titled debut album in 2017, showcasing his versatility as an artist with songs like Sign of the Times and Kiwi. His solo career allowed him to express himself in new ways, experimenting with different sounds and taking more creative control over his music. But Harry's transition from a boy band member to a solo artist wasn't always easy. Like many young stars, he had to figure out who he was as an individual and what kind of artist he wanted to be. He's been very open about the challenges of stepping out of the shadows of One Direction's massive success and finding his own identity in the music industry. However, Harry's ability to stay true to himself while evolving as an artist has made him a standout in the pop scene. Throughout his rise to fame, Harry has remained grounded despite the pressures of being in the spotlight. He has often spoken out about mental health, the importance of self-care, and breaking free from societal expectations. In addition, Harry's sense of style and openness about breaking gender norms has made him a fashion icon and an advocate for individuality. Harry has also maintained strong relationships with his family and friends, often praising his mother for the role she played in supporting his dreams. His personal growth, combined with his incredible musical talent, has turned Harry Styles into a role model for many young people who admire his authenticity. Harry's journey from a small-town teenager to global superstar is nothing short of remarkable. From his early days with One Direction to his successful solo career, Harry has proven that staying true to yourself and your passions can lead to incredible success. He's a shining example of how hard work, resilience, and authenticity can take you places you've always dreamed of. So, what do you think? Were you surprised by some of the challenges Harry faced on his path to stardom? We'd love to know what your favorite Harry Styles song is. Please let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video by giving it a thumbs up and to subscribe to our channel for more untold celebrity childhood stories. Thanks for watching Celebrity Childhoods, and stay tuned for more untold stories of your favorite stars. See you next time.